So since you've been watching us on Destination Desert, you know we love our ALLPOWERS solar battery bank. This thing is awesome. We bought it probably, I would say 3.5, maybe 4 years ago. And this thing, we run our whole camper off of it. Granted, you know, we're a little frugal, but we run our whole camper off this beast. We love it. But we're getting a little upgrade. So usually we have this over there, but we're going to set it back here. And that's what's going to charge all of our little gadgets, our cameras, all that stuff. But thanks to ALLPOWERS, they upgraded us to this bad boy. So our old ALLPOWERS was a 2000 watt, which worked great. If we were out a couple days, we had to recharge it. We reached out to ALLPOWERS and they sent us out their new 2500 watt battery bank with a solar panel, which I believe was a 400 watt solar panel. So that came with it. They've definitely done things that have upgraded this to make it a little more user friendly. So on the side here, we open this bugger up, little flap, which I like, protects all this. So this one was open to our old one. That's your power cord that you plug in, you can charge at home. Your reset button, and that's your solar connector. The thing I like about it, we have this cover. It keeps dust and all that stuff out of there, where the old one didn't have that. So that's a great upgrade. Here's the front screen. One thing I like about this one too is this lights up so I know it's on. The old one didn't do that. So that's nice. We have our USB-C ports, which everyone uses. I think all of our equipment pretty much runs off of those. So those are really slick, and we have our USB ports for those bad boys. And then obviously our 120s, we got 4 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our big boy in the middle, so we can plug our camper right in with that 30 amp plug, which is really slick. And then we have our DC, obviously, cigarette lighter, and your other little ports there. But what I really like about this one too is, say you want to use your 30 amp, you hit that and it actually hear it. It comes on, it's lit, where the old one, it was kind of hard to tell. So they definitely upgraded that, which is nice. And then same thing, we have the button for the DC and then the button for the USB-C ports. So this thing is 2500 watts. You can see the percentage there. We're not drawing anything because our camper's not plugged in yet. And we don't have any solar panels hooked up because we got 100%. And we want to see how far this bad boy takes us without charging it. So we're super excited to have this thing and test it out. Okay, so this 2500 watt battery bank, say you have a 1500 watt air fryer that will run for 1.2 hours, a coffee maker, which I think all of us campers are drinking coffee and we're coffee fiends. A 1000 watt coffee maker, you can brew up to 1000 cups, so I think we're good on that. Electric drills, 1.5 hours. You can even use your microwave for 1.3 hours. That's pretty amazing, because we like to use our microwave for our popcorn and stuff. A hair dryer, ladies out there, hair dryer, you can use it, they say, around 30 times. That's pretty impressive for a 1600 watt hair dryer. Electric heater, 2200 watt electric heater will go about 3/4 of an hour. So this thing can run for quite a while. And then you got the solar panels that we can, you know, charge it up here in the beautiful state of Arizona with all this awesome sun. So that's our advantage to a lot of people. The charging rate is pretty impressive. So you can recharge 0 to 100% in only 1 hour with the solar panel. If you plug it into your AC at home, like we usually do to plug it in and charge it up before we even leave the house, that'll take about 1.3 hours. So that's not too bad. And you also can charge it through your 12 volt through your car. If you're driving down the road, you can plug it in and charge it that way too. So this comes in at a weight about 64 pounds. So it's not the lightest thing, but it's not bad. I never weighed my old one, but I'm not sure. The dimensions are about 18 inches wide. I would call that width. About 14.25 deep and 13.75 high. It just didn't barely fit in here, so I took off our little countertop we had here and it fits in there beautifully. So that's kind of the size of it, so you guys kind of know like what you're working with if you have a little space, kind of like we do, to tuck it in there. So, and the other beautiful thing about this thing is it has expandable batteries. You can expand it up to 3 times with 1,000 watt batteries. So you can get this thing at 2,500 watts with another 3,000. You're talking 5,500 watts. That's pretty awesome. So like for us, we don't know where we're going down the road with truck camping, if we're going to upgrade, So it's really nice to be able to, if we have more room, to get an expandable battery and run our next camper or whatever we might get down the road. So that's pretty sick. 5,500 watts total. That's pretty hard to beat. So we're excited to put this thing to the test and get some camping going today.
%22 battery left after using all of those different things here in the camper. Wow, we are just so impressed, and we just love this new R2500 ALLPOWERS power station. Check it out for yourselves.